from the heart of the action. This is the global goalpost. You're home for everything World Cup.
All right, welcome to Shin and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. It is the World Cup edition. We are talking all things
Let's go.
World Cup today.
Let's go.
I don't even know how to start off, man. It just seems like there's just so much going on.
So much going on, so much energy. Obviously, we haven't had a ton of matches yet. We've seen the host countries perform. Sure, we'll chat about that as the show goes on. But a little bit of news, that's come out of it as well. Obviously, we've heard some of the negatives in the on national news, and I don't know if we want to dive into that, but there's some other news that's come up too that's quite interesting. So we'll be sharing that and then get into the fun stuff with the matches that have already taken place, and one I'm really looking forward to this evening.
For sure. All right. You can start off a little bit more at home, talking about the Messi getting his own room at the Argentina HQ. I saw this and I was like, first of all, why are you posting the number of the room?
Not your finest moment there.
No, not the finest moment.
No.
Not the finest moment.
No, that's major brain freeze.
Right.
That's just asking for trouble.
I agree.
Yep.
But there are reasons behind it. And according to the research that I've done, this is due to a mix of personal routine, a specific squad tradition, and the retirement of his longtime roommate, Sergio Aguero.
Correct.
So, unfortunately, Sergio Aguero had to retire back in, really wasn't that long ago, because of a heart condition. But he and Messi were, for nearly 20 years, roommates at international competitions. And Messi just chose not to replace him. And he's been going solo since Qatar of 2022.
I can kind of understand why he didn't replace him. I get it. I mean, but apparently it's still like the get together room for the squad and whatnot. So
yeah, I would not want to be him though, because I'm like, I hate throwing people out.
Oh, I know.
I'm like, I hate to be like, can you go? Can you go?
Like, you don't have to go back to your room. You're getting out of here.
Right. Seriously.
So I don't mind it. I'm old and curmudgeon, maybe. I don't know.
We got Adam joining us today. How's it going, Adam?
Oh, muted.
There we go. Just your average 90-plus degree day in South Texas.
There we go. Now it's a party.
I'm so sorry.
I'm used to it. Like I said, it's only been 100 twice, and it's mid-June. So this is a mild spring summer.
That's not bad for y'all.
No, not at all.
Definitely not. Do you guys still get humidity down there?
If the wind's coming from the southeast off the Gulf, yeah. Other than that, if it's coming from the west or due south, it's like standing underneath a hairdryer.
Yes, that lovely dry heat.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I grew up in the South. I remember the humidity, man.
Yeah, we get that in the Midwest. It's not even dry heat. It's just humidity and just absolute grossness. Anyway.
So what do we think about the matches yesterday?
I got to admit, the first 3 games have been, the kickoff games have been incredible. I mean, everything you want in soccer. Last second comebacks, even matches, and like I said, for the U.S., I put out there yesterday, I said, I can't imagine the pressure on this team because they can either make soccer take another big leap forward or set it back 30 years if they pull the no show. And like last night's effort was phenomenal. You couldn't imagine a better start.
I agree with that 100%. That first half was some of the best soccer I've seen a national team play in quite some time. Good effort, and it gets to, you see like on socials today, oh, Paraguay wasn't all that good, but then you kind of look into Paraguay a little bit. Their ranking isn't maybe the best. They may be underranked, honestly. I don't know, but they have a solid defensive squad.
Yeah, they're 40th in the world. They're not, it's not like Burkina
Exactly.
Faso or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
And they're in CONMEBOL.
Yeah.
Brazil, Argentina, Uruguay. They're not playing slough teams.
Nope. Not at all. So I think it was a big tip of the cap to the U.S. last night. Good effort. I was a little bummed they gave up that goal in the second, but then they came back and got another one there right as time expired. Because sometimes goal differential will matter in group stage. So I was happy to see that 3 differential.
Yeah, like I said, being +3 is huge going into a second game.
Absolutely
For
right.
sure. Absolutely.
Yep. And they've got what I would consider favorable matchup next week.
Yep.
So,
the Aussies Friday.
Yep.
Like I said, if they can get 3 points there and add another 1 or 2 on the goal diff, then you want to win the group. You want to be the one coming out of the pool.
Absolutely.
But it's not do or die against Turkey in that last game.
Correct. So pressure's, I don't want to say off, but it's a lot less. And so we'll set up good for them going in the knockout round, hopefully. But obviously, got to get past the Aussies first.
Yeah.
Didn't I read where Folarin is the first American to score multiple goals in a single World Cup since 1930?
Yes. Yeah.
Holy crap.
And on top of that, one stat I definitely wanted to share was thankfully Richards was cleared, right? Because that was a little bit of a issue a few weeks back. It's like, is he going to be able to play? Is he going to be able to play? He was awesome last night. And obviously took that bump to the head, which wasn't pretty. But his passing was 100% accurate last night. 83 passes, 100%.
Oh, yeah. Did they ever say what happened to Pulisic? Was it just we're up 3-0 and no sense getting you hurt or getting you a card?
So they had said after the match that he had some very slight tightness in his calf. And being up 3-0, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. I mean, even if it was a small, owie, no sense getting, the stud hurt. Although Balogun maybe taking the clubhouse leader for the Golden Boot is an American soccer player right now.
Yeah, who would have thought we'd even be saying that sentence ever?
One of the I did want to bring this up. It was during the 3-hour pregame, which it was awesome in and of itself. But they talked about Pochettino and how he could bond with the Americans, so they showed him the movie Miracle. And the line that I took from that made the most sense to me was just like, you've left the best players off the team. And of course, Brooks goes, I'm not looking for the best players. I'm looking for the right players for my team.
Correct.
And last night looks like he accomplished that.
Yep, absolutely.
That last goal, even I think it was Landon Donovan was saying that was a 20 pass, perfectly executed, both sides of the field, one end to the other goal. He says that's what makes soccer great.
Yeah,
it's not always about having the best players, man. It's really not.
Nope. Get the right players in the right system. Get your timing, your spacing correct. And that's why we call it the beautiful game, right?
That's it. It can be, and it can be. It's there was just as much noise when the U.S. won last night as there was when Mexico won. So,
yeah.
Right.
This is like I said, I love my neighborhood. We've got Mexican flags and U.S. flags all over the place because the river is literally 1.5 miles up that way.
Right.
But
What's funny is that both coaches are actually not only from Argentina, but they're both from Santa Fe,
Hmm.
which is
Right.
like crazy.
But yeah, it's as I said, I'm glad y'all started at 1 because the next game doesn't start till 2. So I'm only missing the pregame.
Yeah, well, that's exactly. It's funny because when we decided we're going to do this on Saturdays during the World Cup, I'm like, well, most of the matches still start till I'm in Eastern time, so 3 o'clock. I'm like, all right, let's do 2. We'll talk about what we've seen, talk about a few matches coming up, and then we're off, and then we're going to go watch.
Right? Seriously.
Yep. And like I said, today there's 4 today. They've got a lot to live up to.
Hmm.
And I'm sure we'll talk about it later in the show, but there's one in particular I'm really looking forward to. I'm sure you can guess which one it is. But yeah, you're right. I mean, the start of this tournament has been fantastic. Obviously, it's only been a handful of matches, but I mean, so far it's been very, very fun.
Yep, it has. Even like I said, even though it was a 10 versus 9 game at the end, even like I said, even Mexico South Africa was entertaining, and I did agree with them. It's like, so I don't know what happened to South Africa. They've gone cold at the wrong time.
They left their game in South Africa is what happened.
Yeah, that's what I was joking with a buddy of mine. I said, there is the entire nation of Nigeria must be beyond annoyed right now.
Oh, I can't
because they got bumped out by these guys.
I can't even imagine.
Me either. Like, they're probably like, dude, what happened?
Yeah.
They're like face palming right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, my team, I'm glad here's your participation trophy. I hate to say it, is probably going to be Haiti and Panama. They got in because the top 3 in CONCACAF are the hosts.
Correct.
And Panama got put in that group. And oh my dear Lord, poor guys. It's like, we're in the World Cup. Great, we're in the group of death.
Yes. And I almost kind of felt like that was going to happen to them too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, they're in, cool, good for them. Watch, they're going to be in a group of death. Sure enough. Oh man.
I'm also looking. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, how excited are we for today's matches?
Oh, always. It's like I said, it's the World Cup. It's the same thing when the Olympic hockey was going on. Everybody's a soccer fan. It's the USA.
Yep.
You just set everything aside. We are playing.
It's exactly it. Obviously, I'm looking forward to all of them. I'm a junkie come World Cup time, and well, heck, pretty much any cup time.
Mm-hmm.
Could be Euro, could be Gold Cup. I don't care. I'm watching. So we'll see the neutrals. The Swiss here about less than an hour from now. But obviously, Brazil, Morocco.
That's
the one that's gonna get a lot of eyes.
Cinderella and the evil stepmother, as it were.
Correct.
Last year Morocco was everybody's darling.
Yep.
And we'll have to see who it is this year. I'm hearing a lot of people say Japan, but we'll see.
Yeah. Jess and we talked about that a few weeks back. Talking about like some underdogs that we're looking at, and we had actually mentioned Japan, and unfortunately they have a few injuries, so I'm not sure. But obviously, from a technical standpoint, they're solid. So, I mean, would I be surprised? No. I was kind of like really riding that bandwagon until those injuries kind of came up, and I'm like, oh, that might do it, but who knows? They're very disciplined, very technical, so we'll see.
Yep.
They might be coming out. I don't know. I really and truly do not.
So
anybody's games, man.
No, that's what's beautiful about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Although, not gonna lie, I am looking forward to Scotland tonight. I know it's Haiti, whatever. It should be a win for Scotland, but as I mentioned, and I'm gonna keep mentioning it because I can. that I'm gonna be over there next month, so let's go.
Right? They're still gonna be celebrating if they make it.
Oh, absolutely. So I can't wait. But anyway,
Sorry about that. Water truck going by. I needed to mute myself.
No worries. I keep having to mute myself because I got wind coming through this window and I can't close it. Do we think Norway has a little bit of an advantage because they brought their own food?
you know what? They brought some redfish, and I'm all about the redfish, baby.
Right?
Give me some good redfish, man. I'm in.
Like they not only brought their own food, they brought like 3 chefs with them. And it's like 116 kilos of cheese and 6,000 oranges.
That's just
Wow.
for Harlan.
Right?
It wouldn't have been necessary if they'd have put the games at was it US Bank Field in Minneapolis? They could have just gone to the local mom and pops.
This is true.
We'll see.
This is true. Oh well, they'll learn. Maybe they'll learn from that for the next time we host a World Cup in 40 years.
Right. I'm kind of interested to see how England's gonna do because they've got a lot that's been going on.
They've had a rough start without even seeing the pitch yet.
Yeah. Not only that shooting, but
Right.
they experienced an earthquake, and now their stuff is stolen. They are having a time.
I blame the French.
They might too. But I'm just like, man, all that's going on with the English team.
Yeah, and that's rough go, and you almost feel like at this time around, and I said it on Thursday night. I'm rooting for them. I want to see them make a run. I don't necessarily need to see them win it, but I want to see them make a run. In this case, you almost couldn't blame self-sabotage, like with all the bad luck they've had coming into the World Cup, unlike past World Cups.
Right?
No.
Nightmare potentially be.
Like, I think all but like one of their footballs has been stolen.
Yeah, and I didn't see. I don't know if you saw, but how the value of how much was stolen.
I didn't see the value of it, but I'm like,
I haven't either.
what the heck?
Yeah. So, but at least it's on a good thing. Obviously, with the shooting, there were some injuries, and that's awful. You never want to hear or see that ever. But at least from a safety standpoint, it's like everybody's okay from all these, misfortunes, if you will.
Mm-hmm. At least their first match isn't until Wednesday.
Correct. So at least they got some time to kind of settle and you kind of recharge, refocus, which could be good for them. Hopefully it is.
I did hear that a couple of suspects have been taken into custody regarding
Yes.
all of the stolen equipment. But I'm
Good.
just like, dude, what? Why did it have to happen to the England team who have already experienced so much?
I know. So I think now, at least from my standpoint, it's going to be even harder to not cheer for them. I'm cheering for them anyway, but still, after all this, it's like you really want to see them make a run.
For sure.
Adam, how's your speaker, man? You good?
Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry about that. My speaker was, and I didn't want to unmute myself, so you didn't hear what sounded like nothing but static.
Oh,
Good.
no, you're good. Technology could be technology's wonderful.
And now I have no sound.
It's wonderful while it works.
Correct.
Did you see where they're going to be doing a fan-centric pre-match ceremony? They're starting to do that.
Yes.
And I think that's kind of interesting. They're going to show up the starting lineup. They're showing all of the players.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to be like in a circle. Is that what I understood? Is that how I understood that?
Yes. Correct.
So that's going to be for like the lineup announcements and the national anthems. So it's going to be kind of more fan-centric pre-match ceremony, it's interesting. I have yet to actually see it.
I only thing I saw was last night's before the U.S. Paraguay game, and I felt initially that I forget the kid's name, the young kid who was singing alongside Katy Perry. And I feel so bad for this kid. And then he nailed it. Like he nailed it, and like that crowd popped huge. I'm like, you know what? Good for him. That's something he'll never ever forget.
And I'm hearing all these hydration breaks. That it's going to be for every single match, not just for certain ones.
Yeah, I caught that yesterday, and I don't hate that. I mean, because like you're gonna be in places where it's heat index is or actual temperature is 88, or I'm just throwing a number out. And I say, well, it needs to be above 90, but when it's 88, it's practically 90, and at a heat index, it feels like 100. So to me, it's like there's no reason to split hairs here. Let's just do it across the way, and that way nobody can complain about an unfair advantage. Well, they got to take a break, but we didn't, and so I don't have an issue with it.
I don't either, but I think there's been a lot of static about
Yes,
it from
there has.
fans because they're like, because I think people don't have issues with that hydration breaks themselves. It's the fact that they're putting in ads
Fair.
and they're missing several seconds of the match
Yeah.
when it restarts.
Yeah, that's
Which
fair.
I get.
I get that.
You know, there are times I'm like, why are they showing this person that's in the crowd? I don't care. Show me the match. That's what I care about.
Yes, like I've noticed that they were like last night during the U.S. match, they were showing Bill Gates. I'm like, I don't care. Good for him. He's there. Awesome. Have a great time. But
Right? I mean,
Like,
and
do not absolutely care. The
Exactly.
only time I thought it was actually kind of cool, and this is even a stretch, is was watching Canada and Bosnia. And especially with Canada, they only did it a handful of times, but when Canada got that equalizer, they did flash up to Ryan Reynolds.
and Canada happened to what was it? They broke their curse.
They did.
That was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh, I
yeah.
bet they were so happy about that.
Oh, it had to have been. So I hadn't have an issue with that. Obviously, he's invested into the game. Obviously, Canadian. Like, so I didn't really have an issue with that. It made a little bit of sense. But they didn't like Taylor Swift it either. We're showing him every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So no
Like,
issue.
it's great that you've got these people there, but that's not why we're watching.
Correct. But before I forget, I want to say something real quick about that Canada game. That was and good for them. They got the draw. The host countries have had a pretty good start, obviously. But shout out to that back line of Bosnia. Those two center backs, they should get a raise and probably a new house. Just because if it wasn't for those two studs back there, Canada wins that game 5-1. They were blocking so many shots from Canada, and Canada had some really, really good looks. And they were just
Defense.
defense wins championships, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And,
100%.
so
100%.
shout out to them because they were phenomenal. And without those two, there's no way that's a draw. Canada wins that game easily.
Right? So crazy. But such craziness going on, man. It's definitely been an advantageous start.
Yep.
Advantageous start. Have we seen any of the forearm X's yet?
I have not.
Yeah, I haven't either, but I'm just like really hoping I don't. But for those of you who aren't aware, FIFA has this no racism campaign going on where they're told to make cross their forearms in an X to gesture to alert the refs of any incidents of racism at the World Cup. And it's going to be part of the 3-step procedure. The match will be stopped, suspended for like 15 minutes, or abandoned if the abuse continues. So.
Yeah, obviously, as much as I hate to sound semi-negative here, I'm not seeing it yet, but it's also very early.
Yeah.
And obviously, I hope we don't see it at all. I hope that does not happen.
Agreed.
But like the idea of it, and even today, which is disgusting to me, we still have people like, shouting racial slurs and remarks, and not just here in the States either. It's everywhere. It's disgusting. So hopefully we don't see anything.
Yeah, I'm hoping not to. Shall we talk about some injury reports?
Sure.
What all's been like? We've been kind of concerned about Neymar for Brazil, but apparently he's making some really good progress, and I don't know if he's actually going to end up turning up to today's match against Morocco. But I mean, he has been sidelined for 3 weeks,
Correct.
but that 3 weeks started back mid-May, so
Right.
we could be seeing him fairly soon.
Yeah, from the reports I was reading, it doesn't sound like tonight or this evening, whatever. But hopefully he can get out there at some point. I know it means a lot to him. But speaking of him in Brazil, that is a squad right now that nobody's really talking a whole lot about.
Yeah, and I'm wondering why that is.
Yeah, that scares me a little bit.
Why is that?
I mean, just because it's Brazil, right? Say what you want, even if it's you see them on calendar year or whatever, and they don't look like some of the Brazil teams of the past. But then they're still Brazil to me. They're still Brazil. And when it feels like they could be one of those teams that kind of fly under the radar a little bit. No one's giving them a whole lot of great pub. Not that it's bad pub by any means, but it's just not one that a lot of commentators are chatting about. And that's the reason that scares me, is because that all of a sudden they can just come up out of nowhere, and boom, here they are just smoking you.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, no, I have nothing against Brazil at all, and it's obviously they're legendary, when it comes to our game. But I don't know, man. Don't be sleeping on those guys.
Right? I mean, I'm wondering if part of the reason why nobody's talking about them is because they had a horrible qualification campaign.
Could be. It could be part of it.
They could be one of these guys.
Yeah. I don't think it ever put them as an underdog, like ever.
Not completely, because I mean they are one of the most successful nations.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just kind of one of those like, why is nobody talking about them? If they fly under the radar, that's very dangerous.
It is.
Because I mean,
it is. I mean, think about it. If they were to make a run and win this thing, would anybody be really, really surprised at the end of the day?
nah,
No,
nah,
not at all.
whatsoever.
So, but speaking of underdogs, I mean, you and I talked about this on Thursday nights past few weeks, and I'm still like, especially now with the redfish. I mean, come on, Norway. Come on, Norway.
I know. I'm like, they actually traveled that far with all their food. I'm wondering if there's like a secret recipe, figuratively and literally, to help them with that success. I mean, yeah, it's great they have Holland, but Holland cannot carry the entire team on his back.
Correct.
He can't.
He can't, and no one can. That's why we said that's about the U.S. for example too. I mean, Pulisic's going to do his thing, just like Harlan's will do his thing, but you need a couple other guys to step up, and we'll see for Norway's sake if that'll happen or not. But the food thing could be legit. I mean, think about it. We've seen that here in the States with other sports, like especially athletes that get traded to other teams. For example, they'll still have their food flown in from their original squad, just because it's like, hey, this is what I want. This is my chef. This is exactly how I want to do this. And obviously with these athletes, nutrition's a big deal, as it should be.
Yeah, and one of the chefs is actually someone that's been working with the team for 35 years. So he knows the team. He knows them better than pretty much anybody that's been in or out with the food stuff.
Oh, absolutely right. And
when it comes to athletes, you got to be like specific.
Absolutely right. Very, very, very specific. And obviously, he's been doing it for that long. He knows what he's doing. And the players know what they want and what they need. So I don't know. Like I said, go Norway, man. I want to see them. I want to see them make a run.
Absolutely. Let's look at the little board that we have up here. So who do we think might come out with Group A?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go. I do think in the World Cup, home country, it's almost like, to me, like in the Olympics, the home country just has that advantage.
Home field advantage. Yep.
Yep. So, I've not seen a ton from the Czech Republic. Just to be honest with you, South Africa's done. In my mind, they're absolutely done. That was awful. I think Mexico could have won that 5-0 if they really wanted to. But Korea, that was solid. We saw from South Korea the other night. So I might lean those two squads.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that South Korea actually is for the first time ever in their World Cup history, specifically for South Korea, they have a player that is non-nation born. Like, he wasn't
Correct.
born in South Korea. He's got, I think his mom is from Germany. He was born in Germany, but I think his mom's from Germany and his dad's from South Korea. And I think last year or year before, he switched nationalities to South Korea, which is a first. And it's definitely going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yes, it is. Without a doubt. So,
but I was really surprised about how well the U.S. did last night.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I think Larry was going to try to join us. I'm not sure if he'll it, but just for Larry, America, heck yeah. No, it was one hell of a performance. I'm with you. I mean, I thought they're going to win last night, and I still think, as we said on Thursday, I think they'll get out of the group, in my opinion. But yeah, that was, of course, that second half they got a little on the complacent side. I wasn't complacent, but a little flat on the second half. But when you're up 3-0, you see that a lot.
They were up pretty good in the half.
I think it's still without Pulisic in the second half. They still had some opportunities early, and obviously they gave up the goal, but didn't get one at the end. So, but still, just a fantastic performance from the U.S. I mean, when Adam was with us, he mentioned that as well. Just that it's great to see, because that's what's going to get people kind of really tuned back in and on board and say, wait a minute, is this team, are we decent? Like, can we make some noise here? And so hopefully they keep that momentum into next Friday. But no,
For
just
sure.
a great performance overall. So tip of the cap to them. And yeah, so they'll I'd imagine it should be them and Turkey come out of there, be my guess. I'm not going to write off Paraguay, though.
Right.
That's not a bad squad. They're a solid defensive squad. So they could very well bounce back from last night. So I don't want to write them off yet.
Right, absolutely. I'm just kind of like, I think the best the U.S. is going to do is they're going to get out of the group stage, but I don't know if they're going to make it any farther.
I think assuming they do get out of the group stage, it's who they match up with. You know what I mean? I think that's what's going to be key there. I mean, we'll see how the rest of this shakes out, obviously, but it's going to really depend on the matchups. You see people filling out brackets. I've seen them seeing, possibly seeing Mexico, which that would be a coin toss, I think, in my opinion. There's years where Mexico's better and the U.S. beat them and vice versa. But then you see ones like, they can see France. Well, good night. So yeah, I think it just really depends. And I still think, as we talked about it the other night, I still think the best, the ceiling for them would be the round of 16. That would be, if they get there, I think no one could be mad. I don't see them going past that. But if they got there and even if they lose and have a good effort, I don't think anybody's gonna be too upset about it.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. But I mean, personally, I'm just like, who do I actually want to root for? So I'm like, you never really know. You really and truly don't. I mean, you of course you got the big names, but I'm like, what are the underdogs doing?
Mm-hmm.
How is that going to play out?
Yeah, and that's what makes it great, right? Um,
Right.
so that's what's will be interesting to see. I mean, we're still so early into this, but um, Morocco was kind of the darling last year, as we mentioned. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out this evening.
For
Um,
sure.
we talked when Adams was with us. We mentioned Japan. They got some few injuries, and that makes me a little bit more of an underdog probably. So, but when healthy, they whooped up on Brazil earlier this year. So, um,
I'm
so you never
wondering
know.
if Egypt can make it because
They
they got
could.
Mo Salah.
Yeah, he's pretty okay.
Yeah, he's pretty okay. Pretty okay. But it just kind of makes me wonder about Egypt.
It does. And again, at Egypt, that's going to be a squad that, again, he can't do it all.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Exactly.
so
And
I
like
want
when we were talking about when Adam was here, we were talking about how like you need to have not just I mean the right players is great, like the best players, but you need to have the right players.
the right
That's
player.
exactly what Tuchel did with England.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what he did. And people are like, well, why is this person not in? Bro, just let him do his job.
Let them do their job. I mean, how often?
Oh,
I mean, you can look at this in any sport across the world. How often does it happen where they just load them up with the best players and they go hoist a trophy at the end? It's really not a lot. Um, I mean, you see it in a few times in the Olympics and whatever, and history, yada yada. But chemistry matters. There's got to be chemistry that works. There's got to be the tactics that work and that everyone's buying into, and that's what's going to make. That's what whoever has the most amount of that is going to hoist a trophy at the end.
for sure. For sure. I mean, you can have the best players, but the best players need to vibe. They need to work together.
Absolutely right.
If you've got multiple big egos, they're gonna clash. It's not gonna work. It's not.
It won't. It won't. So I'll be. I think the stories when we're kind of going back to the underdogs is going to be who on what for what country, and I'm not talking stars, but who is that player or two players, or whoever, whatever, per country who just steps up and just has that one hell of a tournament. So that'll be the fun part as we continue this. 2 shows a week. Tune in, everybody. That'll be the fun part to talk about because it would be like, okay, so stepped up, and we saw with the U.S. last night. Pulisic did his thing in the first half, but someone's got to be there to help him out.
For sure. Absolutely. I was kind of surprised that the game ended 4-1. I was like, dude, that is crazy.
I don't know anyone who had the U.S. Putting 4 up last night. I think the concern, I will say a concern, but I think of course, that own goal to start. It's like, okay, you take it.
You got to figure that player is kicking himself right now.
He is. It reminded me of, and we've seen that. We saw the botch with South Africa too. It wasn't quite that. Wasn't an own goal, but it might as well have been. That weak pass out, and Mexico was playing a very high aggressive defense, and by the time the ball's at his foot, and Mexico's right there, just you couldn't even turn. Next thing you know, the ball's in the net. So it's unfortunate. Own goals happen, and it sucks for whoever. But at that point, you really saw from a possession standpoint, the U.S. were just Paraguay couldn't get anything going, and so it was. Like I said, it was a joy to watch. But I'm not going to write Paraguay off either, because they haven't given up that many goals, and I couldn't tell you how long it was.
Someone doing a little bit of research over here.
Hey, thanks for that.
Right, I know.
We have a new producer.
We got Larry B joining us.
Wow.
Time.
I was expecting like a better introduction. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. How is everybody doing?
Well, we're doing great, man. I already did my Team America for you. So,
You guys,
don't worry,
are
I was
amazing.
not. I was nice. It was we did the censored version.
Hey, no problem. We are good. I'm excited. Thank you guys so much for having me. And this has been such a fun. I mean, we're only a few games in, and I'm loving every bit of this World Cup. Again, thanks for having me, you guys. You guys are amazing. Just letting you know, everybody out there, super excited of these guys right here. Super proud of them both. They have taken the soccer show to the next level. And as a founder of the station, I just got to tell you, Big Mike, Jess, you guys are incredible. And thank you for what you guys have done here at the station. Really great job.
Appreciate it, man. It's been a blast.
Of course, man. So, my gosh, I've been listening to you guys. Sorry, I've been getting tweets out because I want to make sure everybody's hearing this amazing show. So I've been working the last 30-some minutes to try to get as many tweets as I could out for you guys. And it's been, of course, man, you guys deserve it. And I'm going to work hard for you guys. You guys work hard for the station, so I'm going to work hard for you. So anyway, my gosh, what? And I'm sorry, guys. I'm like everywhere, too. I got Le Mans on right now. We have 19 hours and 18 minutes to go in France. Fun.
Very much so.
You know, we got that going on. The United Bowl and the UFL is coming up in like 20 minutes. We got the double elimination NCAA baseball coming up. We got Qatar and Switzerland coming up in just a few minutes. I mean, so many great things. So, you know me, just kind of when it comes to sports. But into the soccer realm, you guys, I mean, first things first, how have you guys been enjoying the Cup so far?
Yes, I'll let you go first.
It's been a trip. It's been a ride, man.
It has been so much fun. And again, just listening to you guys, I mean, oh my gosh, talk about the England thing and everything like that. I mean, my goodness. But yeah, no, it's been so much fun. And I know we've been enjoying the USA deal. Again, everybody, don't get too crazy. We know we're not like the greatest soccer team in the world, but when you win, damn it, you take the win and you get excited for it. So.
Well, and especially with how they performed last night too. On top of that, I mean, you're absolutely right. You take the W. You always take the W, but the way they did it last night, it was really it was great to see.
That's without a doubt. And honestly, I like it. Yes, and I'll tell you what, guys. Look, like I said last night in our little chat, you know, Paraguay, they're not some slouch team either. They're actually a pretty solid team. Consumbol puts out some good teams, obviously, in South America. Every one of those teams are pretty damn good. It's not like there's some crap team, you know what I mean? But I get it. They may not be the best that Consumbol has to offer. Argentina, Brazil. But you know, it doesn't matter. I'm proud of these guys and just such a great deal. I know we're like going backwards here on the show. Sorry, guys. But I'm just saying, you know, beautiful. A resounding 4-1 victory. It was awesome, you know. I mean, that's the most goals that the U.S. men's team ever delivered in a single World Cup, Max. That's incredible. I mean, they had, what, over 70,000 people, I think, or something like that in SoFi last night. It was so cool seeing that. And you know, that's like, what, the 7th largest crowd, I think? I heard something like that during.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, right. I tried to take notes. I was like, okay, I'm gonna write this down and write this down. But I mean, it was super cool, you know. And this was what Pochettino's first competitive tournament, right? Like ever. Like, I mean, come on now. I mean, beautiful job. These guys went out and played. And just so proud of them. So proud. I don't want to spend the entire time talking about them, but I just want to put this out there before anything. Hopefully nothing bad happens, but hey, I know there's a lot of great teams out there, and I'm proud of this team, no matter how far they get. Boy, I just want to get on here and give the moment of saying, you know what, congratulations to Team USA for at least starting things off and getting things great. We're not where our women are yet. Let's be real. We are not there, but you know what? It's a step in the right direction. And I was really excited celebrating the women's teams for all those years where they were completely dominant. And it's not that they're not dominant now. I'm just saying that, what I mean?
Right.
It's just really cool, because I always did that. Like on my old show here on the station, on the Defining Moment, always was like, hey, all right, so women are doing your thing, man. Where are y'all at? You know what I mean? I was always like throwing the shade, but it's kind of nice to see this now, because it's really cool. We're seeing this now, and Pulisic, oh my gosh, I mean, Captain America, literally, you know what I mean? Wearing the
America, heck yeah.
The censored version, I love it. and this has been such a great ride. So again, guys, I just wanted to get that out there. Again, didn't want to go too much far backward in the show, but I just want to get on here and talk about that amazing performance last night. I know people are probably like, oh my gosh, it's Americans. Yes, I know, but damn it, like I said, you take the wins where you can get it. If anything, I mean, look, this is coming from a Raider fan. Okay, from anybody who watches American football, you kind of just take the wins. You take them because you don't know when the next one's gonna be.
Right, they're few and far between.
So anyway, guys, sorry, I guess I took the show over. Sorry, but where were we? What are we talking about? Where are we at? I could talk any of the teams. What are we doing?
We're just kind of like winging it. We've been talking about underdogs and
underdogs, and
a little
then
more into this comment right here.
Potential matchups, yeah.
Yeah, potential matchups. What do we think? Wonder if it could happen.
Oh my god!
Could you imagine if it did?
So, that would be incredible. My God!
And considering the fact that this is also the 250th for the U.S., that would be a.
Could you? I mean, could you imagine?
I'm sorry, England. I'm sorry. Hey, I think the Brits kind of forgave us a while back for that. Just kidding, but we're cool, right, Britain? But anyway, no, that would be such a cool matchup potentially, wouldn't it? I mean, and again, the English obviously always putting out a strong world team, a strong national team, both in women's and men's,
right.
Football, if you will. And I really love the fact that this is such a cool. I mean, again, if this were to happen, potential stuff. What do you think? I mean, how many cities do you think are going to be packed? How many watch parties are going to be? I'm just saying, like, if this does happen, do you guys think this is potentially like the biggest match just because of the 250 and everything like we've seen in a long time? The rest of the world can care less. They're like, okay, whatever, that's your guys' thing. But like, I mean, what do you think?
I think it could be intense and massive.
It'd be like one of the highest watched World Cup matches ever.
Right.
Just because the history.
Yeah,
the history of it.
Just because
all of it. Obviously, England is a big name, right, when it comes to football. The Americans will have a lot of momentum on their side at that point. Yeah, it would be nuts, and man, it'd be great to own a bar. He's making money just hitting his fist.
No, seriously, and I'm totally with it. So real quick, I mean, any other games? I mean, for instance, that's amazing. But like coming up, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited for the Brazil-Morocco matchup. That's like a certified. I don't know. I think I was talking about that earlier, right? You guys were hitting on that a little bit.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh,
earlier, but that's the match of the day for sure.
Certified heavyweight matchup there, because Brazil, I mean, they're Brazil.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, and Larry, we were talking about this earlier. How you look at you watch all the pre games and your big national networks, yada yada. They're not talking about Brazil a whole lot, and that's kind of. I was telling Jess that's kind of scary in a way. They're just like doing their thing. I'm like, I don't write those guys off, man.
That's something we've learned. I mean, they bring their World Cup class Samba flair. You know what I mean? These guys are amazing. We know what they've done in the past, but they're running right into Morocco and I don't know, it's historic 2022. The last, they had the semifinal, which which was, that was like one of the most organized, stubborn defenses in modern international football I've seen. I mean, that was amazing. So this is like the ultimate like unstoppable force versus immovable object. I thought, and it's kind of funny because we're talking about Morocco, right? Like 10 years ago, like who the hell are those guys, right? But I mean, we've seen them so strong coming up like recently. So again, maybe USA can do something like that. I don't know. I like England, Croatia. That's going to be fun. A massive European rivalry renewed. That's old school right there. You got England's dynamic, hyper-fast, young attacking stars going toe-to-toe with Croatia's masterful veteran lead. Their midfield, man. My gosh. Luke, how do you say his name? Last name? Luke something. It's Luke M. I don't want to butcher your name, bro. I'm sorry. But I think this is, last go, right? I mean,
Modric?
yes, Modric.
Modric, yep.
Okay, again, see,
Sorry, I was
you said it. You're good because I don't want to sound like an idiot, But I mean, this is easily like the premier marquee game of the entire group stage. France, Senegal, that's going to be really cool. A beautiful high octane tactical battle right there. These guys are going to be fun. France enters again as a freaking powerhouse as per usual. We just saw PSG do what they do, right, in the UEFA Champions League. I mean, so we're going to see this one's going to be pretty fun. Argentina, Algeria should be a lot of fun because obviously Argentina's, we know that team, right? So everyone will want to be, a part of that. I mean, that's a great match. So I don't know, you guys, that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm just pulling out matches here and there that I think are really, really cool. But again, I mean, first stage, this has been super cool.
Absolutely.
And there goes Mike.
Yeah, I'm good now. The one match I was going to mention too, I think it'd be fun to watch tomorrow: Netherlands and Japan.
Oh yeah. Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I've got that one. My calendar's crossed off for that one. I know where I'll be, right in front of my television.
Classic orange, right? The classic orange absolutely. Of the Dutch. Yep.
I mean, Belgium and Egypt on Monday.
Oh, that's another fun one. Again, and what I like about the Belgium-Egypt match is like, that's like elite attacking talent because Belgium, again, we've seen them, a couple World Cups back be dominant. And again, they've proven to put together really good teams in the last couple World Cups. And Egypt, again, this is another team who we've seen. They're not like this world beater. They're like the USA too. They're like, hey, we got one. You know what I mean? But they look so promising, right? Especially like in qualifying and everything. So it's like, if these guys give Belgium a fight, like, now we're looking at, hey, who are these guys?
I think they could too.
Oh, they could.
Yeah, Jess has been on the Egypt wagon for a little bit. I don't want to say the wagon. I don't go that far, but. I mean, she's brought them up a lot the past several weeks, and so with Mo, and he just needs a few other guys to step up. And
I agree, and I love. By the way, I love your style, Jess. Jess is that like show me. I like you, but show me kind of. I like that. Jess is on that deal, and you know what? I'm with it. I know sometimes I get a little too overhyped, but she's like me with the NFL. I'm like, oh, that's cute. They won a game. Do more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's me. Right. That's me all day. I don't care. Looking at you, Jaguars. Looking at you. Looking at you, Jacksonville. You know what I mean?
Right.
You might win a game or two, but you're still down here until you prove otherwise. But anyway,
right.
But no, you guys, I'm looking at it. What are you guys thinking about Spain right now?
I mean, I think they're on. I don't want to say a favorite, but maybe like a notch below.
I'm with you.
Yeah. They're one of the countries that a lot of people are talking about to make a deep run, right? But I want to see them against, I want to see them play in our powerhouse and see how they look. And that's kind of where I'm like, I'm not so sure, but.
No, definitely. And the image you guys had up a little bit ago, I love the table, by the way. Good stuff there. I mean, you can see, there it is. Look at that. Hey! Yeah, I mean, looking at all these groups, I mean, again, this is the largest World Cup. We've never seen a group K and L. You know what I mean? We've never seen those, so it's really cool. But looking at these groups, okay, now this is something funny, but like, remember how everyone used to always say the group of death? Remember, that was like a funny thing everyone used to throw around.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I mean, this one's kind of hard to pick. One of those groups.
Panama's not. Panama disagrees.
I know they disagree. They disagree. But but even those guys right now, I mean, even them. That's okay. If I had to pick a group, yes, Group H is for sure that group.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, is it okay? Is it bad to say that Group A could be a sneaky, really good one? You know what I mean? Like, is it hard to say that even group like low key Group C? I mean, I know, and I feel bad. Sorry, New Zealand. I know you're not a part, but I mean, hey, and who knows? Watch New Zealand come out and be like solid, but like Chile. I mean, we got some Copa America champions there in the last 10 years. You know what I mean? Like solid. You know, Saudi Arabia. The Saudis always come to play, man. These guys they're fun to watch, right? Like, so watch New Zealand get a kick in the pants and be out of, and now we're like, oh crap. I mean, Argentina, they don't need an introduction. You know what I mean? Like I was joking with Jess earlier. You know what I mean? Oh, you know what I mean? Like these guys are amazing. So you look at this group, I mean, that could be a sneaky, really good group. You know, again, Group D, some people were like, aha, laughing at it. Now is it serious? You know what I mean? Like, we already know Turkey is going to be really good. Australia is going to, we'll see what these guys are. And by the way, again, no slack. So again, this is so much fun. And I know I'm over here just talking away about, sorry guys, but I love the World Cup. This is such a
we all do, man.
Right. So anyway, so segments. I mean, I'm sorry. Again, where were you guys at? I'm sorry. I just bursted in here, but what else?
No, you're good. We were just kind of winging it, man. We really are.
Yeah, I think we've really touched on a lot of the topics we wanted to touch on from the news perspective, and then just obviously talking about what we've seen already in the short, just the early stages, I guess, early matches, whatever the tournament. And now it's just like, all right, what do we see next? Obviously, we're kicking off here in a few minutes.
I know we got 2 minutes.
Yeah, so they'll give us a lot to talk about come Thursday for sure. We can't wait for that, and even more next weekend. So
this is going to be so much fun. Again, you guys, thank you for having me. I know I just popped in here and whatever, but you guys have been really, really, really great, and I'm loving it. Loving the shirt. I got to grab. I was going to put my gear on too, but I'm over here just working away. But no, you guys are incredible. This has been so much fun. Ladies and gentlemen out there listening, please, please, please check these guys out. Jess and Big Mike are going to be on All World Cup, delivering the best of soccer. This is what they play for. From the moment you start kicking a ball around as a child, this is same. You always dream about the pros, right? Not even just the pros. This is the highest level you can ever get. So the world stage, bigger than the Super Bowl, bigger than the NBA Finals, bigger than the Stanley Cup, and those are all pretty damn big. But this is the world stage.
The world's game, baby.
So,
the world's game.
This is cool. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to come on here and do a quick little promo. These two are amazing. Please check them out all freaking World Cup long, and then they kind of go on after that. They kind of just stay on there all year long, doing great stuff, covering soccer around the world. So again, amazing stuff, you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me. Just continue to talk.
Anytime, buddy.
Appreciate you both. And I'm looking forward to just lots of great stuff. I'll be jumping on whenever you guys want me to. And I'm looking forward to just a great summer of soccer, you guys.
It's going to be intense. It's going to be awesome. It is going to be a roller coaster this upcoming summer, man.
Yeah.
Already been a roller coaster.
Come along for the ride, baby.
Right? Yeah. Absolutely.
Awesome.
All right, guys. We are going to get off of here because the game is starting very soon. So we are going to go check that out. But you guys have been watching Shin Pads and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
See you Thursday.
See you Thursday for our regular show and Saturday for the World Cup edition. See you guys next time.
Live from the heart of the action. This is a global goal post. You're home for everything World Cup.